Hey, what's up you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Today we are not discussing fragrance, we are discussing a new razor in my lineup. But before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys. Again, it is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it's a cell phone, the tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV, whether you watch me at home, at work, on a plane, a train, an automobile. Maybe you're watching me right now in the bathroom getting ready for work, who knows. However, and wherever you're watching me, it is an honor. If you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. So not only do I do razor reviews, I do fragrance reviews, occasionally some food reviews and other grooming products. So that being said, let's get into this video. So TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, doesn't matter. Man, once in a while you go to one of those stores and you find something that you never knew you were even looking for. And I wasn't looking for anything because, you know, when it comes to shaving my head, honestly, this has been my favorite razor to use by far. It's not even close. Skin Guard. Now, when I say not even close, I'm not saying like nothing else is even close to that level, but just the simplicity of this thing, the easiness of putting a new cartridge on here, never have any nicks or ticks, no problems like that. This has been my favorite razor. This is that Gillette Skin Guard. Now, you guys also know that I do actually like Harry's on my head as well. Harry's is actually a pretty decent blade. I don't have no issues with this one either. Only thing is, sometimes this little rubbery grip, sometimes it does get a little slick, especially if you got wet hands or anything like that. It's a little bit more slick. And then sometimes honestly, maybe sometimes with this head going back way too far like that, sometimes I don't like that. Actually, another guy said he doesn't like that as well. I mean, with this Gillette, it kind of goes back a little bit, but you really don't notice it going back as much like when you're shaving your head with like this one. This one, when you start doing it, it's like pushes way back. But this one, I don't really notice it that much. But then also, I do like this one too, the Schick Quattro, okay? Schick Quattro is pretty damn good too on the head. So, that being said, let's finally get into this. Now, this new razor that I got, just picked it up again at TJ Maxx. Again, wasn't really looking for a new razor, but because I've seen this and it was a pretty fair, decent price, I said, why not? This is the Schick Hydro number 5 with that shock absorber, okay? This one is good for your skin. It's a kind of like a skin irritation. So if you got sensitivity to razor bumps and stuff like that, maybe you cut yourself, expecting this thing to kind of help out. So it's got this 7 hydrating gel pools, whatever the hell that means, I don't know. Man, they are coming up with all type of weird stuff with these razors and stuff. It says here too, it has like an automatic detection, like if you put too much pressure on it, like I don't know how it's going to do that, but it kind of detects if you're putting too much pressure or if you need more pressure in certain spots. So maybe that's just a face, but who knows? I'm using this on top of my head because honestly, I think Schick and Gillette, when it comes to just the over-the-counter razors that you can get, pretty much the two top dogs if you think about it. I mean, Harry's is right there as well, but Schick and Gillette are pretty much the top dogs. So this one was $4.50. Why not? Grab it, okay? Now, you guys could easily just skip forward and stuff like that, get straight to the point, but just take a look at this whole razor in general. Looks really nice. Man, that's the one thing about us guys with the bald heads. Like, even if we have like a nice razor that we just use all the time, we are still out there trying to see if we can find something better. So even if you got one that has not caused you no issues, I'm still out here looking for something better. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like an addiction to finding the next best thing. And I've tried the, you know, the razors, the electric ones, the Freedoms and stuff like that. Didn't work. Tried the Leaf. It was okay. Didn't really float my boat that much, but these little disposables do the trick, okay? So we're gonna go on. We're gonna wet the dome up a little bit. Now I'm gonna try to kind of speed this up just a little bit. I'll go over a couple passes and then maybe you guys can just skip through yourself. I'm not cool with the editing skills by fast forward and everything and stuff. So you guys just skip along, okay? kind of in a rag over your head is like kind of the, you know, some of you guys like to exfoliate the top of your head. I do that as well, but we will try to speed this up a little bit more. This is what I'm using, by the way, the Bald Care system from Old Spice. They have the exfoliating first step right here to cleanse the head. This is the shave, and then they do have a balm for the end. You gotta protect that dome with that sunscreen and stuff like that. So this like is pretty good. It's like kind of slick. Use a nice slick surface for that blade, if you will. So kudos to that. It's about 2 days worth of growth on the dome as well. So 2 days, man. I wish there was maybe, if you guys know, if there's something that you can use that, man, you know, they got stuff that brings your hair back, but what if you really don't want your hair anymore? Is there something that can really just stop the growth so then I don't have to shave anymore? Or the razor industry's like, don't you make nothing like that. We're making all of our money, so don't do that. Because here we go. Feels good in the hand too, by the way. So I'll try to look here, but most likely I'll be looking in this mirror, okay? So here we go. Got that selfie. Oh, yeah. Oh. Nice and smooth. Always the nice problem areas at the sides. Sometimes I'm a little too heavy-handed. Now, so far this feels good. Only thing is this, the head of this blade is so thick though. Look how thick that is. Not that it's an issue, but I just wish, man, that'd be cool if they designed a razor that you just go right over your head once and pretty much get a lot. Like build me a handheld razor that can just fit just like this thing, just go just like that. Maybe it's something I gotta invent. Who knows? Let's get over here. Nice long strokes. Man, but this thing, like, you know, sometimes like when you go over your head a couple times after you go on that first stroke, this thing is just gliding. That once it gets that smooth skin, it just glides pretty much, which I'm liking. Over here, it's doing a pretty good job. Nothing going on up there in all directions. That was the one thing about that Freedom electric razor, is that, yeah, it was good, but you had to go over, like, you literally had to go in circles like a gazillion times to get a nice smooth shaved head. So I mean, if some of you guys are looking into those things, I honestly suggest just getting a good razor, okay? Even if you have to go the safety blades and stuff like that. If you want to try the maybe you want to try the leaf and something else, honestly, these are way better than the electric. And honestly, I don't think it takes that long. Who in their bright mind anyways would just start shaving at the office? Like some of those videos that they show, like the guy's just walking through the office, like shaving his head. Like who would do that? Come on. To me, that's kind of trying too hard to get the point out that you can do it anytime and anywhere, because you probably wouldn't do that. So overall, this is pretty good. Got a couple more spots on the top of the dome, and if you guys can see, especially when I'm just talking about those electric razors, I do notice though, like it's like when I think I'm pressing a little too hard, it kind of eases up a little bit. So I don't know what that is, what's doing that. Like, can it detect where your razor is? I don't know. All this is, by the way, if you guys are new to, you know, shaving your head and you're kind of thinking about doing it, honestly, just do it. Just do it. That's what I did, man. Started to get that notch lining, that Apple iPhone notch lining in the front, and it was just a little bit too much, and I was just like, the hell with it. Let me just go bald. Just get rid of it. I can see how this would help too with people that have skin irritation. I don't really have issues with skin irritation as long as I'm using my skin guard. Honestly, the Harry's and the Schick Quattro, I usually have no issues. It's all about putting a proper amount of stuff on your head. You know, you got to make it slick. Some people sometimes maybe aren't putting enough product on their head, so it's not as slick, so the blades really aren't gliding. But as you can see, the whole video, I mean, I talked for a while in the beginning, and right now we're at about a 10-minute mark, and we are just about finished with this blade. The problem I always have those, if any of you guys have that big old knot in the back of your head or big old packs of hot dogs back there, it's always the tough spot for me, the toughest spot of all. Also, another spot that's always hard is like these sides, like right up against the forehead. Like it's like, man, you feel like you went over it a couple times and like you still got those little prickly hairs coming out. Not sure if you guys have that issue, but as you guys can see, like there's been plenty of times where I've applied a great amount of pressure on this and it hasn't, you know, I don't even, like, I'm doing this kind of hard, you guys, and I don't feel no, like, insecurities about it. Like, I don't feel, like, scared or afraid that I'm gonna nick myself. It's like, look at that. This has actually been a pretty decent blade, you guys. I'm highly impressed with this one. Then one more spot we get around here. There's that neck area that's kind of tough too, that back of the neck. So a lot of people get the bumps in the back of the neck. And maybe too, just maybe it's, you know, maybe you're getting nicks on the back of the head because you can't see back there. You kind of maybe taking things a little too gentle. I don't know. Because as you can see, like I'm back here and I'm kind of rough and nothing's happening, but maybe it's because you can't see. And when you can't see, you kind of are scared on applying the right amount of pressure and stuff like that when you get back there because you can't see nothing. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Man, overall, I'm impressed. This Schick Hydro blade with extra sensitivity for shock absorb technology, auto adjust based on how you shave, backs off if you're applying too much pressure, gives you a little bit more if you need it. Also, it does have the precise trimming, so that'd be if you got to get, you know, try to line yourself up, you can go like this and get yourself a nice lining. Optical optional lock button, disable that shock absorbing feature. So if you just want to be able to apply that pressure, like maybe you're just heavy handed like I am and you just don't want it to give you that, you know, safety net, you can just pretty much lock that off and it pretty much should give you all the control pretty much. Okay, so this pushing it up gives you that little option to kind of get a little bit of a safety net, if you will, if you're using a little bit too much pressure. But overall, I am impressed with this blade. I am really impressed. This thing is definitely going to be used a little bit more. I'll definitely be buying a few more of these Schick Quattro blades, these Schick Hydro 5 cents blades, actually. Now, here's the thing. One more thing before I get out of here, okay? A lot of people are like, man, those disposables are kind of expensive. Yes, they are, okay? Yes, you can go out and get a 100-pack of, you know, safety blades for like $5-6. Yes, you can. Here's the thing, you got to take those out. Sometimes you got to break those things in half. Then you got to unscrew the thing. Then you got to put them in. Then you got to screw them back in. Boom, you just click this. Look how fast this is. If I had more, just do that and you take it off. Now, I'm assuming this handle will take any blade, okay? So if you got other Schick blades, if you will, I'm pretty sure you could use that there too. So just to show you, what I'm talking about. Let's get here real quick. So here is the Schick Quattro blade, okay? Maybe if I want to cut back, maybe I don't need that 5th blade. Let's see if this works. Slippery hands. You guys can speed up. Speed up, please. Okay, so maybe not this one, but let me see. Try it one more time. Sorry, you guys. Should have been more prepared, but. So maybe not this one, okay? I know usually the Gillettes, usually you can pretty much put any blade into any handle, I think. But guess the Schick Quattros are a little bit different. So all the Schick ones are a bit different. Okay, go back to this one. Show you it does nice and easy. Back on there nice and easy, see? Again, won't have to tear any blades in half. Won't have to do any of that. Just click it and go about your day. Get that head nice and smooth, which I got. Feels good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe. Peace out.